Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's Friday. Um, Gorgeous, beautiful day here in New York City. I mean, we're almost hitting 70 degrees. It's like November, 70 degrees. It is great. Um, Went to the mall. Primark did not have anything that enticed me on anything, so that was not that big of a deal today. They had all the same bags that they did. They still have the Stitch. They still have the whole Stitch line, the Stitch clothing, the Stitch bags. They are putting out some winter stuff, so that's good. They do have they do have some holiday stuff, but it's way in the back of the housing department. I was gonna say the housing department, housewares. And I was like, but if that's Christmas stuff, shouldn't it be like in the front? I don't know what they're doing. They still have the luggage in the front of the store, which to me is kind of corny because the luggage used to be in the back of the store. I think they need to switch that out again. I guess they'll learn when they don't sell some stuff because nobody wants to go to the back of the store. But anyhow, I went to, I played a scratch off. I played a $5 scratch off, which I hit for 20. That was okay. So I went for lunch. Upon going to lunch, I went to the food court, and I went to my Taco Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell now in quite a while. So I says, you know what, let me go have some Taco Bell. Because I haven't been to the mall in quite a while. I went to Taco Bell. There's a young girl there. I don't really know of her. This is like my first time seeing her. So I made my order. She got the order ready. I have a small Dr. Pepper soda and my beefy milk burrito. And they came out to $5.86. Okay. I handed her 10. I says, wait a minute. I says, I have change because I dig out my change purse and I have my bag. And this is my Winnie the Pooh bag. I guess you guys saw it on Instagram because I changed out my bags for the fall season, the November season. And I pulled out my change purse because I'm like an old lady now, but companies now can use change. That's one of the things that everybody's short on change. Even the banks here are short on change. It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So I pulled out my change purse. I said I have 86 cents in change. I gave her 3 quarters, 2 nickels, and a penny. 75, 80, 85, 86. Okay. And I want to stress right now, in no way should she be made fun of. In no way should she be harassed. In no way should she be downed in any way. All right? I do want to say that. I was a ringer years ago also at the Disney store many years ago. I hated the register. Okay. I hate numbers. I hated math in school. Okay, so I could kind of relate. However, 86 cents, 3 quarters, 2 nickels, and a penny. Now, she's the only one at the register. There's nobody behind me, thank goodness. And that's very important that I say that. Because there was a bunch of school kids in the area of the food court, because I live near a school also, so sometimes the kids go to the mall, probably for lunch, or sometimes they cut school, they hang out. There was nobody behind me on this line, so it was just me, her at the counter, and the other lady, which is serving the food, was standing there looking. She looks at me, she's looking at the change. She mumbled something. I said, what's that, dear? I'm sorry, I didn't hear her, I'm sorry, because the food court is loud. And she says, something on the lines of $1. I says, no. I gave you 10. I said, there's 86 cents. All you'd have to do is give me back $5, because I figured I'd make it easy. I said, I know, the store can use change. She is now looking down, she's counting. What she does next is she picks up the quarter. She slides back a quarter to me. I says, no. I says, a quarter, 25, 50, 75. The nickel is 80. Another nickel is 85. and there's the penny. That's 86 cents. And I'm trying to help her. We went back and forth at this about 3 times. I then look over at the other girl. I went, like, you may want to come over here. She then comes over. And it's almost, I don't know if she had a smirk on her face. I didn't like that. So the woman's going, she says, what? Now, another thing you do in retail, you don't do that in front of a customer either. Oh, what are you doing? She gave you 86 cents. She says, just put it in the register. She says, here, 25, 50, 75, 80, 85, 90, 85, 86. She gave you 86 cents. She says, what are you doing? I felt sorry for the young lady. It may have been her first day. She may have been very new to it. And maybe there's a little confusion. I don't know. But I didn't go for that. There's a lot of things for the past few days I haven't been able to go for. And I'll discuss that in a little bit. But I says, okay. I says, maybe she's a little confused. I said, that's okay. I says, I know I gave the exact change. All she would have to do, I says, is give me back a $5 bill. I says, and I'm good. Meanwhile, my food was ready. So lady goes, let me go get you the food. She tells her, put the money in the register. Hurry, I'm giving her $5. She goes, and I didn't like that. Girl gives me $5. She says, thank you, have a good day. I said, thank you too. I says, she says, I'm sorry. I says, don't worry about it. I says, you'll be all right. And I went and I got my food and I went and sat down. Kids nowadays are running amok at the mall. Two chicks, 2 young girls, decide they're gonna have a fist fight. I was like, this has been like a weird week, for things. And the 2 girls were yelling, screaming, and I just couldn't get over the fact that everybody everybody in the mall is literally just sitting there, just having lunch, not even batting an eye that 2 girls are taking swings at each other. Sure enough, somebody must have called mall security, because here comes the security. They now get escorted out of the food court. I said to my husband, as his boy, he says, how you doing? I said, yeah, because he's at work. I said, yeah, I says, I'm getting a floor show here with my lunch. I says, but the show had to stop because security took them out. He goes, let me guess, a fight? I said, yeah. He says, where are you? I said, I'm at Taco Bell. A show with lunch, But then we have here what is called Citizen app. It's called Citizen. It's an app that you can load. It's probably in your area. I don't know, where, depending on where you live, go on under apps on your phone, type in Citizen. And it's a Citizen app. It tells you all problems in your area. Robberies, crime, fire, anything that involves crime or situations. So I just happen to, while I'm sitting there eating, they get escorted out of the mall. I get a notification on my Citizens app, 2 girls fighting outside the mall. So I says to my husband, I says, wait. I said, I have to hurry up and finish my burrito. He says, why? I says, because the 2 girls took the show on the road. I says, they're outside the mall now fighting. He says, stay where you are. Don't fit. Stay where you are. I says, I feel like I got gypped. I missed the show. I want to know how it ends. So, yeah, just being silly like that. When it's box lunch, I have $5 coupon on my box lunch. It's also lunch money, by the way. I also have a $15 coupon offer for $30 purchase. I can't find anything. You know what? When you shop like that, chances are don't buy anything. I have $5 at Hot Topic, which I went into Hot Topic. They have nothing. Went into Newberry Comics for a new CD that I'm after, and I don't know. Newberry Comics sells loads of albums and CDs and cassettes, and they don't have the band that I want. So, anyhow, that was it on that one. I did purchase my husband some things for his birthday, because his birthday's on Tuesday, but he's not going to like what I get him because I bought him some clothing. What man wants clothing? It's like when you're a kid, when you're Christmas, that you have that aunt or grandparent that gives you underwear. You don't want that shit. Let's be honest. But he needs things for work. He needs, sweatshirts and stuff. So that's, basically what I got him. I got him 2 of those from Primark. And what else? Something really irked me last night. I'm on my Instagram. Now, like I told you, I have 2 Instagram two Instagram pages, one for music and my personal life, and then one just for the Disney. And I go on my personal Instagram because I haven't been on there in a while. It's not that, you know, like again, certain things, I don't know, I have to make a decision to maybe ask somebody, or just, you know, just chop them off, or just, you know, say like, this and your page is not for me, I'm going to be moving on. But there were a few other requests that I had gotten in on that page. So one of them happens to be a new clothing business that's going to be opening on November 15th. My husband had actually sent me their link, and I went on their link, and, you know, I wish them the best of luck. They are based here. Two women that started a new little clothing business are here in New York. So I'm very excited for that. So I touched base with them last night, and they says, we're on. Thank you so much. This, yeah, because I passed along the information, you know, super information highway. Remember, you can use your social media for good things. You can use, you know, people use it for evil, or you can use it for good. The choice is up to you. I tend to use it for good. So now, with that being said, I also have my Kindle. So what I usually do on Kindle, and what I used to do, I haven't done it in a long time, and I'm doing it again, is to go on my Spotify and listen to the new bands that I've been referred to, and new bands that come my way through Twitter and through Instagram. So I check them out. If I like them, you know, I listen to their albums and I like them, and then I, you know, give like a little review, and I say things about them on my Instagram page, my personal one. So there's musicians that I know in person. I know them. I'm friends with them. There's one that I've never met in person, but I do know of him. And, you know, we've kept in contact over the years. He's a good person. However, I think there are some issues involved. And I'm going to get to that right now. The issues are, he has a few albums. He has been a guitar player for over 30 years. I can't explain him any other way. I feel bad. But at the same time, I don't feel bad. Because what it is that he has this persona about himself. He's not really in the public eye as much as far as a real, I don't mean to say real musician, but a musician that is fighting to be out in the spotlight. He's not like that. He doesn't compromise himself. He doesn't, you know. So right now he's out in the social media world, and that's how he's been getting attention to a certain extent. I purchased his last two CDs. The third CD now came out. I think it was over a year old. You know, sometimes when I have so much music, I buy a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music. I kind of get sidetracked because most of it, there's a lot of it that comes my way. And sometimes things get put on a back burner with me. But then I do go back to them at a certain amount of times. This keeps, for some reason, keeps slipping my mind. He's out there. He's here. You know, I talk to him and everything. He's on my social media. He's on my Facebook page. He's on my Instagram. He's on my Twitter. But sometimes it just gets caught up in the mix. I wasn't doing it intentionally. I wasn't doing it to, you know, stupidity, because that's not really me. I was on my Spotify last night, but then I went over to my Twitter. I went over to my Instagram, my personal Instagram, and I had nice things to say about certain bands that I wanted to recommend. And on one of them, there's a comment that came on my post that says, "What about my album?" Now, I'm doing this, I do things out of the goodness of my heart with this. Again, not sponsored. Do this solely on my own. If I like something, I'll let you know about it. This rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like it. I didn't see the post until after an hour later because I was sidetracked by doing other things. I was on other social medias while that post came up on the Instagram. And I was like, wow. It was kind of like a jab, I think. He said something a few months ago, and I let it go. And it kind of made me feel bad. And maybe that had something to do with the way I reacted, the way I'm reacting now, because now I'm pissed. He said to me a few months ago when that album, or last year, basically the album is over a year old now. He said to me, well, he says, I thought you would have been like one of the first ones to buy my album, he said. I didn't. I got sidetracked. I was in the middle. I was doing something else, but when you say it like that, you made me feel kind of like this small. So I kind of brooded over that, but I let it go. I never said nothing. To me, it's kind of, to me, that was kind of, I don't know, kind of hurtful. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm usually one of the people that do, I'm out, I buy albums, I will download, I will, this one, it didn't happen, okay? I said, yeah, well, other things got in the way. I says, I'm getting to it. So last night when I made the post about the other band, and I says, now on my comment, on my post, it originally says, I'm just catching up to the tunes now, which it's true, I am, okay? Because now I have the Spotify, I got my Kindle going again. That's how I listen to everything. He made a comment last night. He made the comment of, hey, what about my album? I wrote him back a comment. I says, I'm just seeing this right now. I says, but I have now just getting, it says, if you looked at the post, if you read it, you will clearly see that it says that I am just catching up with tunes right now. I'm backed up. Okay, I get to them on my time. I don't sit here all day doing that. Okay, I do it out of goodness in my heart. I do it on my time. So I says, it clearly says that I'm just catching up. I says, and furthermore, I just got my Spotify updated because me and my husband actually pays for Spotify because it's commercial free. He likes it in the car. He likes it on his phone. So he put me on the family share plan. Okay. So now I'm on the family share plan. So, and furthermore, I looked on the Spotify, his album is on there. So I can basically hear it. But I could not say anything because it's what I am. It's what I do. I can't, you hit me with it the last time and I let it go, but what I feel is a kind of a tacky comment on somebody else's post that I was trying to, give kudos to. And you added that. Now, if anything, maybe you could have wrote it in private or something. You could have waited another time or anything else, but you put it on there. Okay, so then I had to deal with it. Now, Instagram is weird because Instagram does not let you delete anyone else's comment. They'll let you delete your own because they updated their settings. It's weird. I've been trying now for 24 hours to take down his comments because that's not cool. That's not cool. So I wrote him, I said, I'm just now catching up. You could see that. I said, that's what I wrote in the post. I says, but I'm now doing my Spotify. And then I was writing, and then I hit send. The last thing I said in that comment was, I said, furthermore, I said, you're on Spotify. I said, I see the album on Spotify, so now I can listen to it for free. And there was the dig. I had to do that because I was annoyed. Whether or not he said it as a joke, he didn't say it. He didn't go, oh, come on, well, I was only kidding. He never said it that way. So then he writes back and says, oh, great, that's good enough for me, he goes. This is, in other words, just as long as you're listening to it. The whole thing was weird. I can't delete the comment. If I get mad enough, I'm going to write him and say, hey, yo, I want that comment off. I think it was done tasteless. I think it was done tacky. It was a very tacky move. I know other people saw it. and you make me feel bad, and I don't like that. Could have been done a different way. I'm just now getting to, and then I posted the other day. I did post because I had gotten the new Sleeping with Sirens CD album, because I can't get it on CD. I want to do a review on that album. I love that band. I love that band. Florida, Orlando-based band. Yes. So anyway, yeah. So that's how I ended it last night. And I'm still brooding over it today. It's like, because I can't get rid of the comment. I want that to disappear. He then writes, because yesterday was his birthday. And do you ever know anybody that would actually ask you to wish them a happy birthday? Because basically that's what he did. And then he went on, and he would like to thank the people who did wish him a happy birthday. This gets better. Drum roll. He then politely said on his post, this was on his Facebook page, he then said on his post that he is going to leave the post up for another 24 hours so that people can, so that enough, more people could wish him a belated happy birthday. This is what I'm dealing with, folks. So now I figure, is it me or is it him? I have a feeling it's not me. Again, I think that's a tacky move, but it's not my page. That's his page. Okay, let him deal with that. I don't know. People were wishing him a happy birthday. Yeah, I wished him a happy birthday too, because this happened, his birthday happened before all this last night. So, never even thanked anybody personally, because me, when you do that with me, I will thank you in person. I try to get as many as I can, and I thank you very much. He just put up a post. Well, thank you very much who took the few seconds to wish me a happy birthday. I'm going to leave this up for another 24 hours so that other people can get in and wish me and wish me a belated happy birthday. Whoa. See, the more I say it, it doesn't sound any better. Actually, it's getting worse. So, I don't know, folks. So, tonight, I'm just going to leave that there. Let me know what you think about that one. Only my life. Only these things happen to me. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And happy Friday. Tonight's pizza night. Yay, I don't have to cook. Christmas decorations are starting to go up little by little. I'm going to take the weekend and I'm going to see what else I can do. I have to clean first before I do. I clean, put up, clean, put up, clean, put up, clean, put up. Things like that. But you got to be in the mood to do it. Sometimes I'm not in the mood. All right, people. Happy Friday. Be safe out there. God bless you. Love to all. Take care. Bye-bye.